We come to bombard their whole operation. Certified priests, prophesied, this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They debate this roof us out. That's why we on the corner trying to loud, looking hostile. ISUPK style, they stop now. Charges forfeit, couldn't last one round. Let the old crips rise round and let the rich more till the sundown. And never forget shit coming to make it hot. Call it countdown. So my niggas put the guns in the drugs down. Put the bitch in the hardcore for a club. Hey, so this is all my death. And I'm beside yourself. Four what you move for. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil got the job for his life. And it is you gon' die for your crime. That's right off with you. So for your life, try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil let me get this spirit slaughter. Yeah, slaughter, yeah. Now we shook for vicious words out this hanging book. About to take these rappers back to school. Run from standing hook. And cross the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey jet. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hand down death for the devils. It's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they promise leave a man and sniff corpse. You see a flag in the bed. I see horns in the pitch. So please believe it. Your white man is a demon. And I ain't gonna go with him to free me. I ain't finished to leave. Because the purpose why this night today. I'm like, you got this nigga on his knee. They wanna have peace. This demon let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of her feet. I told her I'd do anything she please. As I squeeze on the double D's. Social media.
What's that door coming from? That's basement door? You hear that basement door from the closest door?
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black one. Okay,
Cue the music. All right, let's clap it up. All right, we are the ISUPK, start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. All right, we've been teaching the truth since 1969. We are under Command and General Yohana. We're here to teach blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, the truth of this Bible. All right, today, man, we're going to be talking about these laws, man, what's in this Bible. You understand? So that you can have a real good understanding on how important the law is. All right. In the Christian church, the Muslim mosque, and the Catholic church, all right, and the so-called spiritualities, school of thoughts that's out here, you don't really learn about the truth about God. You ain't never learned the truth about God unless you learned it from the priests of the Lord. All right. And the reason why I say this because when you actually look inside the Bible, everything had rank and structure. Everything had rank and structure. That's why here in ISUPK, we actually have rank and structure. We focus the school around brotherhood, around sisterhood, family, love and respect and order. All right. And that's what you don't find in the world. You don't find these things in the world. And give me Romans 12:2. Truth. You know what I mean? Let's get it. You understand? Let's break down what the Lord requires from us. Because what the Lord requires from us, we don't produce it. We don't produce it in the world It's something that is not produced because we was never taught it. You understand? In the Christian church, we're taught something, but not the whole thing. We're not taught how to actually serve God, and here in ISBK, man, we're here to show you how to serve the Lord, how to actually uh, obey the Lord, how to obey these laws, how to treat your brother, how to treat your sister. Because in the world, man, we would just hate our own people for no reason. Just because me and you got on the same outfit, now you're giving me the grizzly. Like what we're doing here in the ISBK is trying to knock away and refrain from all things that are in the world. All right, and whenever the trooper got it, Trooper Yana Hall has it, he will read it.
Come, the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world.
Say that one more time.
And be not conformed to this world.
You can't be conformed to this world, man. You cannot be conformed to this world. Being conformed to this world is what's going to destroy you. Being conformed to this world is what's going to have you addicted to drugs. You think that just because people try to say, just because, weed is a herb, well, you're addicted to it. You can't go a day without smoking it. If you don't smoke it, everybody will know. How? Because we were like, you are angry. You know what I mean? You impatient. What you need to smoke, bro? What you need to smoke, sis? Look, I got it in my bag. I got some in my book bag. Like, that's what's addiction, where you cannot go a day without it, or you need it, or you'll start freaking out. That is an addiction when you're doing it repeatedly and repeatedly. You understand? That is what happened when you conform to the world. Being conformed to the world is having casual sex with anybody. All right? I remember this sister told me that she had sex with 3 guys in an account of 14 days. Just imagine what she can do in a month or 6 months. You understand? Like, being conformed to this world can destroy you. Being conformed to this world can give you children that with somebody that you should not have children with. It can give you a disease that you will have to take medicine to cure it, or some medicine that is only going to lower the outbreak. You know what I'm saying? Or make it almost non-detectable, but you still have the virus in you. You understand? Being conformed to the world, you will end up in jail. How do I know? Because it was a time when I was in the world. When we be conformed to the world, brothers, we want to go trap. You understand? We want to go shoot people, and then guess what? You understand? Because you want to murder your own people, because you want to sell drugs and destroy your people, you will get locked up. You'll get arrested, and now you're doing all this time. You want to have a legal firearm. Now you're doing 5+ years in some states. They count the bullets that you have in a gun. Like, being conformed to this world will destroy you. And let's read that part from the top.
So God, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
What does it mean to be ye transformed? Anybody online, you can answer it. What does it mean? Read that part again. What does it mean to be transformed? Read that part again from the top.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
You kind of hit it. Well, he gave it to y'all. All right. Renewing of your mind. You understand? Renewing of your mind. All right. Being ye transformed, meaning that you no longer is going to continue being a sinner. You're no longer going to keep going out and selling drugs. You're no longer going to keep going out getting high. You're not going to keep going out having casual sex. You understand? With multiple people. You're going to move a different way. You're going to stop eating the shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You're going to stop those things because God said not to do it. You're going to stop having sex with other men's wives. You're not going to do that because in the law it says not to be an adulterer. You're not going to leave that man or woman because that is the law of God. You understand? Like, we have to get to a point of wanting to change our lives. We should be tired of being sinners, man. Like, what does being a sinner really you gain from being a sinner? You understand? What do you gain from being a sinner? You gain a bullet. You understand? You gain a STD or a HPV. You understand? You don't get no mercy from the Lord. Say again. What's going on? You need him? No, you're good. Go ahead. Keep to what? So let's read that part from the top again.
God. The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world.
Yeah, man, you can't be conformed to this world, man. Being conformed to this world is death. It's not, but it's like, look at today, right? We are we want to be living our best life, right? Of your understanding, what is living your best life, y'all know?
Smoking weed, sleeping with whores,
Uh-huh.
Sleeping with other women, other men's wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Probably, killing your brother because you don't like him no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Voting for your oppressor.
Living your best life. Voting for what they say, vote for Donald no, don't vote for Donald Trump. Vote for Biden. You know what I mean? What happened when we voted for Biden?
If you don't vote for Biden, you're not black.
Yeah, you're not black if you don't vote for Biden. That's what was told to the black people. You understand? Black people was told if we don't go vote for Biden, we're not black. Just cut it. We're not black if you don't go vote for Biden. You're not black. If you vote for a oppressor that don't have the best interest for your people. You understand? Look at what he's doing to the Haitians right now because we wanted to go against God and go vote for oppressor. The Lord just showed more. Well, this is what you want. Well, look what he's doing to your people. You understand? Look, you wanted him. Okay, he's mandating you to take the vaccine. You know what I mean? Or are you getting fired? That was his call. You understand what I'm saying? First responders is in New York City is being fired. They've been fired because they don't want to take a vaccine. And they the ones that was risking their life, and they like, yo, I don't want to take a vaccine. Well, if you don't take it, you'll be fired. And we had a National Guard take your place. That's what happened. You understand? And that is amazing, if you ask me. You understand? That's what people wanted to vote for. People wanted that. You know what I mean? Ain't that right? Y'all know they wanted that shit. They said, yeah, man. We gotta vote. We gotta vote, man. We gotta vote. Being conformed to this world. I'm gonna give y'all a better example. Hold that. Give me, where is that? Jeremiah. Isaiah. Give me Isaiah chapter 30. I believe it's in 30. Isaiah chapter 30. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 30. Let's go there. Let me know when you got it. Because honestly, y'all, it's amazing on how we think, man. And when we don't have the knowledge of God, when we not listening to what the Lord said to do, then that's when we shoot ourselves in the foot. We shoot ourselves in the foot because we're conformed to this world, and I'm gonna prove it. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
that take counsel, but not of me.
Say that again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Now, what is this is saying, right? When it says woe, okay, when you look up the definition of woe means punishment and destruction, right? And it's saying destruction to the rebellious children. Who would the rebellious children be? The nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? The descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That would be who the 12 tribes are, right? So when you look at, if you could, right, hold for me as we hold for me 1 John 2 and 15. Hold that for me, all right? So when you look at when you look at
Was it 1 John?
1 John 2 and 15. 1 John 2 and 15. So when you looking at what this is saying, it's explaining that destruction is going to come to a descendant of the descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? And let's keep reading. You got what I asked for?
I'm still grabbing this.
All right, hold off on that. Let's go back to Isaiah. And as I'm, breaking it down, you can try to find it. All right.
I have it here.
I no sweat. Let's read Isaiah 30 and 1. All right. Well, as you're getting that, this scripture is you want to take notes on this because in ISUPK, we teach you what the Lord say, not what we tell you, but what the Lord say. The Lord said, do not go out and go vote. Don't try to go to somebody else and gain some power and thinking that they're going to save you from these curses that you're under because y'all don't want to listen to me. I'm going to prove it to y'all. You got it? Let's get it. Let's read from the top of one.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
that take counsel, but not of me. And
Now, hold on. We take counsel, but not of him. How do we take counsel, but not of him? And why is he punishing us? Because you're taking the advice of some black person that's in a church, that runs that church, and they're running a campaign, being paid by this campaign to get you to go vote for that certain politician. And they're telling you, they're giving you all these hoop dreams. Listen, man, we got to get Donald Trump out the office. It's better if we got all Democrats in the office and stuff like that. And that's what they're going to tell you. And you're going to take the counsel of them. You're not going to take the counsel of the Lord when he's telling you, listen, do what I say, keep these laws, statutes, and commands, listen to what the priests and prophets have to tell you, and then you'll be secure. You won't have to worry about anything. But if you do not listen to him, then things ain't going to go your way. And as you see today, everybody's freaking out because, I can't work because they told me to get the vaccine. And the Commander Junior Honda told you, if you got to get it, get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. But don't be afraid. You understand? Don't start taking it somewhere else because before the vaccine, people was smoking weed. People was smoking weed from the government. You know that, right? The government sells weed. People are lying. Come on. Y'all know, you know this. You West Indian. So you already know how this goes. Because this is what, the West Indian people get down with. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. the Judites get down with, all the 12 tribes get down with heavy. But really, the ones that really get down with it, you know what I'm saying, is the Judites and the Benjamites. You understand? We sit up there and do what? We lie to get that medical card. Yeah, you know, I got my eyeball, you know, I think I got a little glaucoma. You know what I mean? They be trying to pass off some money to the doctors. They get, you know what I mean? They go in there with the whole protocols. Listen, this is what you say to the doctor, this and that. Just so that you can get something that the government grew in labs, right? You don't know how fast it was grown. You know what I mean? But, you trust the doctors to give you marijuana, but you don't trust the doctors to give you a vaccine? Are you kidding me? People is standing in line to smoke marijuana from the government. People stand in line to smoke weed from the government, but afraid to take a needle in the arm. It don't make sense because you can be conform to this world and you taking counsel, you understand, of some idiot that smokes weed, that don't understand the medical field, that don't have good logic. You know what I'm saying? What y'all down there working out? Oh, all right. You know, so the whole thing is, man, you know, you want to make sure, man, that you taking counsel of the Lord. Now, where do you get the counsel from the Lord? From the ISUPK, man. All right, let's keep reading. Verse, let's keep reading.
Start back at the top.
Yes, if you could.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Not of me. We already broke that down. Let's keep going.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Yana. Who did this in the Bible? Name somebody that everybody should know in the world, even if you didn't read the Bible. Who did this in the Bible?
Saul, Judith.
Yeah. Now, somebody that's more prominent that everybody in the world should know. Who did this in the world? They took counsel, but not of the Lord, and they was punished for it. And they put on a covering.
Saul.
We already said him. They took counsel, but not of the Lord. And they was punished for it. Remember, it said, woe to the rebellious children. Right? They then take on the counsel of the Lord. They took on the counsel of another person, got punished for it. But before they got punished for it, it said that they had a covering, but not of the covering of the Lord. Who would that be in the Bible? Most prominent person. Everybody in the world should know.
King David.
Okay. He did have his slip, but more prominent than that. It's simple. Adam and Eve.
Right. Okay.
That's your Adam and Eve. That's a part of your Adam and Eve breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Like when you breaking down Adam and Eve, read from the top so I can break it down to you.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Now, who would be considered the Lord's elect? It was Adam, because he was dealing with Adam and Eve. And through Adam come we all. Right? And that's where the bloodline of the Israelites came from Adam. All right? So let's keep reading. And it said destruction to the rebellious children. So this can apply to Adam. This is applying to Adam as well. Keep going.
That take counsel, but not of me.
Now remember, the Lord was talking to Adam and Eve right in the beginning. He told them what to do and not to do, right? And he said, don't eat from the tree of life. The tree of life was not a literal tree. And to give you a little bit more understanding, Adam and Eve didn't eat an apple. They didn't eat anything. They ate something metaphorically. They ate the roll, you understand, of the other nations. When they put on the covering, it said the fig leaves. You understand? I believe it's in Ezekiel chapter 31. It explains how the Assyrian Empire was a great cedar tree. You understand? And through it ran many waters, meaning that the tree was able to be alive and healthy, and it had branches. You understand what I'm saying? And those leaves. And that was explaining the powers that was under the Assyrian Empire and breaking down on just the leaves, and you can take on that custom that tree produces, and that's what Adam and Eve did when it said they sewn fig leaves together.
Right.
That was them putting on the other another covering that was not of the Lord. Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2 or verse 1?
Verse 2. That's where it was talking about the covering, right?
Come.
Let's get it.
Come. Verse 2. That walked to go down into Egypt, and that not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves.
Let's read from verse 1 again. I feel like we're missing something. Let's read from verse 1 again.
Woe to the rebellious children,
Mm-hmm.
saith the Lord,
Right.
that take counsel, but not of me,
Right.
and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Adam and Eve didn't have the covering. They didn't sew the tree of life onto themselves.
Right.
Because remember, this is talking metaphorical. The book of Genesis, when it's talking about Adam and Eve, it was really, really metaphorical. It wasn't a real serpent. It was a person that had the spirit of Esau.
Yeah.
All right. So they sewn these leaves together and covering themselves of their nakedness, covering of their shame. You understand? They put on a different covering, not of the Lord. Let's keep reading.
That they may add sin to sin.
They add sin to sin. They putting on this different covering, man. And now they're going to do what? In the Christian church, what happens in the Christian church? You go vote. You understand? You take on the counsel of the Christian church. The Christian church is going to tell you, oh, he's sleeping with other women. You go ahead and leave him. You understand? That's what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you, go get an abortion. It's on video where the Christian church is condoning abortions when the Lord said don't murder. You understand? Like, it is very evil to take heed to someone else that is not of the Lord, man. And then you put on this covering. You understand? Like a lot of brothers and sisters that know that they're Israelites, on Saturdays is like hell to them. Because when Saturday come, y'all know, guess what they doing? They not trying to turn on the light switch. They're not trying to activate a stove. They're not trying to activate a microwave. And then you got to ask them, why are you not doing that? Oh, because it's the Sabbath and we should not do no work. We shouldn't kindle no fire. Now, here's the thing, right? Kindling a fire, you know what that takes and how long that takes? And you're doing work to do it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it was specifically saying that for you not to do no servile work, meaning you doing some work to you might be working off a debt that you done did towards another brother or sister, and now you working that debt up, right? Or you just working. You might have employees. You understand? You're to do no work on the Sabbath. That's all it means. Even it said nor to buy nor sell is not talking about someone that is, y'all watching me on service. It's not talking about you not being able to go buy. Like, you can go to the store and go buy yourself some food. But it's telling you, if you own a business, you're not to, like, most of the times, in most cases, right? When you have a business, right? You go on your cell phone and make delivery orders and stuff like that. You understand? You might be trying to restock your inventory and stuff like that, or you might have to do some type of business transaction. The Lord said, don't do that on the Sabbath day. You understand? You are to just fall back and relax. You know, you're not supposed to be working your people. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you put on the covering of another nation and you're not listening to the priests and prophets of the Lord that is ordained to teach this Bible, then that's when all the complications come. You understand? That's when all the complications come, and then everybody sitting around looking clueless, like, well, what? You understand what I'm saying? Like they be sitting around like, hold on, what? You know, like just listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord and be straight. Let's keep going.
God, that they may add sin to sin,
Mm-hmm.
that walk to go down into Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
and have not asked at my mouth.
We ain't asked the Lord to walk down to what they do. The Lord ain't asked us to go march down in Washington back in the 60s and trying to demand some trying to make some commands and all that. He ain't asked us to do all that. He just told us to come together and keep these laws, statutes, and commands. Because that's where the real power comes from the Lord, man. The real power comes from the Lord. The real power don't come from you going to the government. Because why would the government really want to give you any real power? Why? He raped and murdered and pillaged to have America. Just ask the Native Americans. They'll tell you, they don't want to give you no kind of power. You know what I'm saying? So when people go out and go vote, it's idiotic. Keep going.
God. The strength to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Yeah. Hold on, let's break that down. Trying to strengthen themselves through Pharaoh. Like I just said, we would try to strengthen ourselves through America. We try to go to the politicians and think that we're doing something. Now, in certain cases, going to try to do a prison reform, it's nothing wrong with that. You understand? But when you're trying, and even with that, it's a counsel that need to be made. You understand? Through the priests and prophets of the Lord. But it's certain things that you just not like trying to say, hey, we want civil rights and stuff like that. The hell with all that. You understand? All that integration and all that. Listen, we were straight if we would have just all came together. You understand? Came together, made sure that the Lord was on our side. Guess what? Things would have been happening miraculously. But because of the Christian church, because of the oppression, because of our oppressor having his foot on our neck, and being jealous of our growth, now we have no more black communities that is prosperous. You know what I'm saying? We don't have Black Wall Street. We don't have none of that. We just got neighborhoods where we, scattered out own businesses and stuff like that, and we murdering one another. You understand? So let's keep reading.
God. And to trust in the shadows of Egypt.
Yeah, man, we try to trust in the shadow of Egypt. What does that mean? The protection. You understand? Like, imagine if your little brother is getting bullied, right? And you see this bully in the street messing with your little brother. What you gonna do? You gonna step to the guy and put him behind you. Yo, you know what I'm saying? You gonna leave my little brother alone. I'm gonna put my hands on you. You either gonna keep it going or you're gonna get cancer. Because I'm gonna give you all the smoke you want. Now it's up to them if they really want that smoke or not. And this essence is explaining how we try to have America have our back. You understand? But America going backdoor you. You understand? He be like, yeah, I got your back. This is what politicians do. The oppression. Oh, we're going to stop all that. Now they supposed to face the bully, right? And guess what they doing? They telling the bully, yeah, you better leave you better leave my little brother alone, or else the bully, they already know, like, man, forget all that. You know the name of the game. You dig what I'm saying? The one that you trying to go get protection from, it really backdooring you. Or just imagine somebody just extorting you for, you know what I mean, for protection. I protect you. You know how they used to do in the hood. I protect you. I'm gonna have to tax you. Make sure nobody touches this store. And who the ones that coming in the store that's terrorizing you? It's either them or another individual. You dig what I'm saying? So just look at it as you can't trust your enemy. That says that in Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. You know, you can't trust your enemy. So what you do is listen to what the Lord say to do. Come together with your brother and your sisters, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Let's keep reading. Let's see if any more on that.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Say that one part again.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Yeah, it's going to be your shame. You know, it's going to be your shame because you want to try to strengthen yourself, through your oppressor. You're going to try to strengthen yourself with your own understanding and your own beliefs. You know, so many people try to tell me, I don't the ISUPK, this and that. Listen, man, the Lord put us in position to teach you. That's why when you look on that 12 tribe chart that y'all have, ask whoever put that school together, did they actually review and make sure that 12 tribe chart was accurate? Because there's no way in the world that you can say that we ain't the truth and have the exact 12 tribe chart as us, right? Do it make sense? It don't. You understand? It don't make sense. I mean, Yana Hall, do it make sense? It don't make sense. It's like some gotta be different. You know what I'm saying? Oh, every tribe, we got every tribe right. Okay. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all got our officer test as y'all officer test. You know what I mean? You know that they have the Hebrew, that Hebrew chart that I sent you, y'all know. They use that and don't even want to take off the ISUPK name on it. You feel what I'm saying? They don't even got the understanding. I'm about to change this jump. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get those no light. No, we are the home of the truth, man. You're supposed to be learning from us. Don't nobody produce better warriors using this Bible than Commander General Yohana. You understand? Under the strength of the Lord. Ain't nowhere else you're gonna see brothers all in one room not fighting or backbiting somebody, motivating their brothers to give it all they got. You ain't gonna see that nowhere else. You're not gonna see brothers doing this job, rain, sleet, and snow. Good night, Yana Hall. They not going through Hebrew Academy. We going through it right now, and we are seeing that, this is definitely something that you must endure. Shout out to the Trooper Shabar. You're another one that's coming up in these ranks and understanding how you're supposed to be putting in the work for the Lord and how you must be loyal and disciplined to do the job. These fake Israelites ain't doing that, man. These are the so-called camps that people like to say, I'm going to say school. These are the schools that's out here that's not the ISUPK. They're going to teach you something that is not of the Lord. They're going to give you partial, a bastardized version of what the Lord really wants you to understand, man. And if we all supposed to be coming together, why they didn't have a sit down and have a council with the generals and captains so that it can be a better understanding on this? You understand? This is what Christ was trying to avoid. If you want to see why Christ came, look at these other Israelite groups and see. You know what I'm saying? You want to see what David was fighting for? Because of this. All this separation. When everybody should be one accord, man. we should be wanting to do what we have to do to bring Christ back so that we can have some justice. But when you take on the covering that is not of the Lord and is of someone else, man, it's another covering. Good night. You're not gonna truly understand what it means to be an Israelite. I know that's something that's hard to digest. It's hard to understand, but I'm being honest with y'all. Being this little short time that I've been in this truth, putting in my break. I mean, listen, man, my name good in the ISUPK. My name good out here, man. You understand? Brother's name is good here in the ISUPK. We out here putting in the work. You understand? A little bit of time that I've been in this truth, man. You understand? I realized more and more how important it was and how much was sacrificed for us to be able to keep pushing this truth since 1969. That's a lot of hard work, a lot of camps. You understand? We used to be in camp from 6 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock at night at one point in time. You understand? Is your leader, had your leader done that? No. You understand? We sending out 2 camps on the weekend in some zones. Standing out there, teaching, keeping it rolling. Your leader ain't doing that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is why the ISUPK is so important, because we are here to give you that counsel of the Lord, to teach you how to not be in the world. You understand? Is it any more on that? I believe it's not. Let's go to John 3:16. Hold what you have in 1 John 2 and 15. But we're going to go to the book of John chapter 3, verse 16. All right? And I'm going to give y'all something for y'all to have for your John 3:16 breakdown. All right? Now, everybody say that God is all love, right? God is not all love. All right? And I'm going to show you how God is not all love, and he requires something from us, man. When we're going to go back to the book of Romans 12 and 2 and letting you understand that being not conformed to this world means something totally more deeper than what's on the surface. Let me know when you have it. Come on, let's get it.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Yeah. So he gave his only begotten Son. You understand? And read that part again from the top.
For God so loved the world.
God loved the world. Now, in the Christian church, they'll be telling us, they're telling me and you, hey, God loves everybody. You understand? Let's keep going.
That he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish.
Now, hold on now. A Christian would be like, yeah, God loves everybody. God loves everybody. Yeah, he's all hugs and kisses and all that bull crap. And ISUPK, we're going to teach you different. We ain't going to tell you that God loves everybody. We'll be lying to you. All right. Now, let's read what we got in 1 John 2 and 15. Book the show.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15.
Right.
Love not the world.
Love not what?
Love not the world.
Love not the world. The Lord said, love not the world. Now, hold on now. In John 3:16, it just said, God loved the world. Now, let's read that part again.
Come. John 3 and 16. For God so loved the world.
I thought that God loves everybody. He's all love and kisses and all that. Listen, man, the Lord is a man of war. You understand? Like he said, love not the world. Let's read that part from the top again.
Come. The book of John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world.
Yeah, love not the world, man. Don't love the world. Let's find out why.
The things that are in the world, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
If you love the world, if you love, smoking weed, sniffing coke, you love popping pills, your yerkies, your perks, your zanies, you like popping perks and zanies, you like popping E-bombs, you like hit smoking bungs and hookah, you like having sex with everybody. You got like 3 bodies in a amount of 14 days. You know what I mean? You like going outside and wearing whatever you want to wear. Let's read that part from the top.
Come on.
Yeah.
The book of John, chapter 2, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
The love of the Father is not in you, man. Like, if you love the world, you understand? Then the love of God is not in you. You understand? You would rather smoke weed than to not smoke weed. You'd rather have sex with so many people than just falling back and chilling out. You would rather pick up a gun and murder your own brother and sister rather than just falling back and, forgiving that brother and forgiving that sister. You understand? You would rather beat on your woman than just tell her to, fall back. You know what I mean? Hold on, man. Listen, I'm about to go take a walk. You understand? Or getting relationship counsel and stuff like that. Instead of you taking the righteous way, you take the way of the world because that's what you love to do. You understand? That's what you want to do. You like beating on your woman. You like swinging on your man. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord don't require you to do that. You understand? Now you sitting up there putting your hands on your significant other, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you are getting arrested. Your children is destroyed because now they see mommy and daddy fighting each other. It's either they fighting each other or dad just knocking the crap out of mommy. Or in some cases, man, the sister just beating on her brother because she mad. And that type of stuff happens in relationships, man. And, the repercussions of it, your relationship goes nowhere. Y'all grow a greater hate. And it's times where somebody might be on the verge of being dead or they get killed. You understand? Let's keep reading.
Okay.
Let's get it. 1 John 2 and 15.
2 and 15?
Mm-hmm.
The book of First John, chapter 2, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
The love of the Father is not in you. All right. Don't say you love God if you love the world. You love abortion, you hate God. The love of God is not in you. You can't forgive a brother or a sister for what they done. You can't forgive your mom and your dad for all my mom, my mom never loved me. My mom left me back in the day. Forgive her. She was a trifling individual. Your dad was a trifling individual. You forgive them. You understand? You forgive them more because they didn't have the truth. They was oppressed. You understand? You don't never want to bad talk about, you might have some feelings towards your baby mother or your baby father. You understand? But you forgive them, and when you have the truth, you should be able to understand they're destroyed. Oppression destroyed that person, and you don't paint the image inside your children's mind that your mom, your dad is a disgusting individual. What you do is you make them respect their mother and their father despite what happened. You understand? And let them know, man, that's always going to be your mother. That's always going to be your father. You only get one. You know what I'm saying? You better respect them. If I catch you disrespecting your mother or your father, that's your behind. That's how you want to be. You understand? Some order and structure, man. Being in the world will destroy you. Let's keep going. Verse 2.
Okay. Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
Listen, let's break that down because we're coming up on time. All right, let's rewind that. Hit number 2 again, man. That was heavy what you just read, brother.
Come. For all that is in the world,
Mm-hmm.
the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes.
Hold on now. Break that down for me, Yana Hall. I know you understand. Break that part down. Break that down for me. What you think that's talking about?
Like, things that's worldly, that's, what I'm saying, that's not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And like, being in the truth, things that, you can't have, you can't eat what you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? You might want to eat crab, shrimp, and lobster.
Mm-hmm.
That's your flesh. You know what I'm saying? You lusting for, things that's not of God.
Right.
And, looking at another man's wife, that's your lust.
Mm-hmm.
With your flesh,
Right.
it's not of God as either. So, that's something worldly.
Mm-hmm.
That in the truth, in ISUPK, is looked upon as wrong, as a bad thing to do those things, and it's a worldly thing, and it's just your flesh and your lust. That's in your mind.
Right. And what you're saying, Doc, is true, man. You understand? Like, you don't want to fall into your lust. And this is the scripture is saying when you are in the world. In the world, you're going to fall into your lust. Okay? You're going to, if you like having sex a lot, you're going to always want, you're going to require having sex a lot. And it becomes an addiction. All right? It becomes an addiction. And now you are trying on almost every day. You understand? You trying to find somebody that's trying to give it up. You understand? Or you hitting up that cat that that you ain't taking serious, and you gonna be like, hey, what's up? You coming over tonight? You understand? On a more frequent level. And the issue is, man, you burning in your lust. When you see a brother, he has a wife, right? Like you might be walking, you see a sister, you understand, walking, and she with her man. Don't even look at her. Because now when you looking at her, now you're being lustful. Now you're the one that is committing a sin. Because if foolishness is in your mind, you understand? If you all up in here, you're observing and you can't even control, you're sinning, man. You looking at that brother wife, like, dang, man, dang. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. If you see a man and he has a wife, you don't even want to try to give her a compliment. You just be like, oh, she married. You know what I'm saying? And let it go. You don't want to be that brother that is looking at the sister knowing that she got a man. You understand what I'm saying? And it'd be hard for me to watch like Cardi B videos and stuff like that and Beyonce videos because I know they got a man. And it made me feel some type of way when I see another man's wife on, seeing another man's wife on television, butt naked, butt naked. You know what I'm saying? Only thing covering them up is some tape. You know what I mean? And some spandex. Like, I don't want to see that. You should want to develop that skill. You understand? You ladies, you got a man. Don't worry about no other man looking good. You understand? You up there, you looking at this brother, and now you trying to egg him on. You know you can get with him, but you doing a little flirtation stuff like that, holding conversation. Christ said, man, if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out, so that eyeball do not get you your first ticket out of the kingdom of heaven. You want to stay sharp. You want to make sure that you always doing what you're required to do. So you might be falling weak. Start doing some push-ups. Open up the Bible, read them scriptures, read it daily. You know, we got phones now. Some of these apps, they got daily scripture. You might read it. You might not, you know, it's a Christian church running, you know what I mean, the app. They might not know what the hell they talking about. You're like, why would you post this? This is like, why would you post this? You know what I'm saying? This ain't something to post. Now you read it, you like, all right, well, let me like get yourself in tune, man. Coming to class is important. All right, so we coming up on time. We can drop that. I said that we was talking about. Let's go to Exodus 20, chapter 20. We're gonna run through that real quick, and then we're gonna end the class from there. All right. I mean, Exodus 20. Now, like I said, we can break it down these laws. We can break it down to you. You understand? As you keep watching these classes, you'll learn more and more how important the laws is. All right. This is the ISUPK law class. All right. Online class, but today we're speaking on the law. All right. So let me know when you got it. We're gonna run through this. And this is something that y'all want to read. You want to understand the laws on a more broader level. You know, the 10 commandments is something that is more broader. Of all the 600 is everything combined. All right. You have something to say, young man? Let's get it.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Now, this is the Lord letting us know, man. Don't never forget what I did for y'all, man. Don't never forget that I got y'all out of Egypt. Don't never forget that. You understand? Don't forget that I got this covenant with y'all. Y'all don't forget that. And that's why we never supposed to get what happened to us in this captivity. It's gonna be a day when Christ come back, and we ain't never supposed to forget it because the Lord never forgot it. You understand? It was times that we went back and killed other nations because of what they did to us in the past. So don't never think that we ain't about getting even. In Israel, the Lord is all about getting even. Right now, we're not going to pick up arms and go try to kill white people and stuff like that. That's not what we do. We wait until Christ come back. And Christ ain't coming back. You'll know when all the prophecies is done happen, you know what I'm saying, and brothers is being shot up in chariots. You understand? That's the day. And the whole world would know because you're going to see nothing but angels and brothers, you understand, coming through like the wool. You understand? It ain't going to be how Esau, you understand, is, you know, they on battlefronts and stuff like that. Nah. The Lord said, I will not meet you like a man. He's going to come through supernatural, man, and that's what's going to happen. All right? And you can read that in the book of Revelation, chapter 13 or 19, I believe. Let's get it.
Out of the house of bondage.
Now, read that part again, where it says, verse 2.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
The house of bondage, man. And Deuteronomy 28 and 68. You know, I know you know this one. Y'all know you know Deuteronomy 28 and 68. What did Deuteronomy 28 and 68 say?
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Yeah. What's the main thing about it? Without even going to it.
Like it's breaking down that the curses and stuff. With, you know, Israel coming out of Egypt, and that you know what I'm saying, the blessings and curses.
No, I'm saying verse 68.
Verse 68.
Yeah.
I can't really jump.
All right.
The verse.
All right. No sweat. This is something that everyone want to really understand, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68 is explaining specifically how we were going to come here in America. How we was going to be shipped all around through the South America, you understand, through the West Indies, and so on and so on, right? It said that we'll go back into Egypt again, but by ships. All right. Egypt just means in the Bible the house of bondage. Okay. It can mean physical Egypt, or it can also mean in context the house of bondage. All right. Let's keep going.
Come. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right. So if you are in a Christian church, all right, you're serving another God, because the God of this Bible will not tell you to go celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. You understand? That's what the Christian church teaches you. The Christian church do not teach you to serve the Lord by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, they have crab boils and all that in the Christian church. You're not serving God. Uh, Allah is not God. All right, Allah is not God. Islam is false. It's not true. It's all a lie. All right. All the wind God and the spirit God and the fire God and all that. All that is lies too. Is not the Lord, and you are sinning, participating in those practices. All right. Let's keep going.
Come. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image,
Right.
or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in thy earth
Now,
beneath.
this is saying do not make any image. You understand, like something that you will idolize, right? Like the golden calf. There's nothing wrong with making sculptures and stuff like that and statues. You understand? There's nothing wrong with that. But the next verse is going to explain what you're not supposed to do with those objects. Let's go.
Come. That is in Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For
Right.
I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
So the Christian church, they will have a white man that goes by the name of Caesar Borgia, who's supposed to be Jesus Christ. He'll be hanging from a cross, and everybody will go before that and go bow. Islam, the rock in Mecca, okay? People have to circle this rock one time in their life. It's called making Hajj. They'll circle it, bow down in front of it, okay? They'll bow down in front of it, they kiss it, do all that crazy stuff. Sometimes they trample over each other just to get to the rock, all right? That is sinful, okay? Other, like the Buddhist monks, they'll go before some beads or something like that, or, before Buddha and be bowing and meditating and stuff like that. That is sinful. East Indian culture, they're big on, a lot of people don't know, when the whole crystals and stuff like that, it comes from like these East Indians and the Africans, all right? Believing that these crystals is something was God made and, it's supposed to be holy and stuff like that. All those crystals is not getting people off of drugs. Those crystals is not building black militaries. Okay, those crystals is not getting women and men from being whores. Okay, it's not going to help. It's not of the Lord. The Lord is the only one on the planet Earth that does real things. Okay, give you a prime example: the ISUPK. All right, myself, Trooper Yana Hall. We was in the world. We come from the same environment. All right, here in Philadelphia. We sat up there and did similar things. Okay, what made us stop doing those things and become militant and teachers? The ISUPK that the Lord created, man. You understand? The Lord's wisdom that's in this Bible. Okay, when we learning, you got to be a soldier. You got to stand up for your people. You got to put in the work. You cannot do these things. Don't do that. Don't do this, and guarantee your life will be better. And our life is better now. Our life is better. We can actually have a relationship now. We shouldn't have relationships before. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't know how to really love a woman. We ain't like having children now. Now we know what to do with those children. Now we can actually teach those children righteousness and give them a better upbringing than we had because now they have the truth. You understand? To get back to the scripture, let's get back. Let's keep going. So we know that we ain't supposed to be bowing down to no graven image or no image erected to represent something from the heavens and below. Okay, it'll be verse 6, right? That's next. Let's get it.
And show mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments.
The Lord is saying that, man, I would have mercy on y'all. You know, I have mercy on y'all if y'all hearken to what I'm telling y'all. You know, I make sure that you straight. It's still the same rules apply today. We want things to be better in our lives, in our communities. Sisters, you want to stop messing with all those brothers. You tired of, having the drop one brother and get to another one. You're tired and you probably saying to yourself, man, these niggas ain't ish. You understand? You want to stop that from happening? Come get in the truth. Learn how to pick them. You understand? I was having a conversation with an older woman, and she didn't understand that the power of sexual intercourse, the power of making a man wait. Sisters can do a lot better when you make a man wait. Don't have no type of sex with him. Eventually, that brother or sister is going to show you their true colors, and because you observing them. Right? You come to the ISUPK, you get the counsel of the Lord. You're like, well, I'm dating this brother, I'm dating this sister. Did you have sex with him? No. We ain't do nothing yet. All right, well, don't keep having sex with him. You know what I mean? Just keep it. Just trying to make sure that this is the right one. Well, how do I find out? Boom. Then we start giving you the formula. You should ask them this and take them out there. Take them a little out their comfort zone. Let them see that you are something different. You understand? You have many treasures. You understand, and not just one that everybody in the world think, oh, I got good box, or yeah, I F good. You understand? I lays it down. You got to be more than that, and you want to show them that, okay, one, I ain't your ordinary, and two, you understand, you ain't just going to get this and think that it's going to be all that. No, you're going to have to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's in the Bible. All right. Be sure of your selection. Okay. All right. So boom. All right. If we take heed of the counsel of the Lord, coming to the priests and prophets, learning. All right. And you're learning and you're keeping those laws, statutes, and commands. Right. Guess what? Now the Lord is on your side. Right. The Lord will show you, don't choose this person. You understand? You really listening to the Lord. You keeping those laws, statutes, and commands. You listening to the priests and prophets. You're going to be straight. He said, I will give you. You understand? With many treasures and lay some of these burdens off your back that you can get from not listening to them. You understand? It's wise to keep these laws, statutes, and commands. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
That's the Christian church. They take God's name and make him out to be some sissy. In Exodus 15:3, you go back 5 books, you'll find out that the Lord said, I am a man of war. All right. So they take the names Lord in vain. They don't take them serious. That's what the Christian church produces. That's what everybody in the world produces, except for the ISUPK. All right, the ISUPK is serious. All right, the ISUPK is serious about this truth, and by right of the Lord that's in the Bible, we are the only ones that can say that we are the home of the truth, and everybody should be coming back here. Okay, coming back here, learning the truth of the Lord, because everybody got to be taught. It says that in the book of Hebrews. In the book of Hebrews, it says one must be taught before they can go teach. One must be taught so that they can have the proper understanding. And in First Corinthians, okay, 1:10, it explains to you that there shall only be one doctrine. In Ephesians chapter 4, it explains that there only should be one body. It should only be one body. It should only be one way how we moving. Yes, one body have many officers and members, but we all work together. See, I'm here in Philadelphia. We still operate how California does, and how Texas does, and how DC, and how Brazil operates, and how the UK operate, and how Toronto and Canada operate. We all one spirit. My breakdown is going to be the same thing that another brother is going to break down. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be one body. Let's keep going.
For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Yeah, man. So that's why the Christian church is falling the way it is. Everybody look at it as a joke. Before, it was a power that you do not want to mess with. Now everybody's looking at the church like, man, I don't even want to be in there anymore. Let's keep going.
Verse 8, remember the Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day. Remember how we was talking about this earlier? Let's keep going.
To keep it holy.
To keep it holy. You know what I'm saying? Keep it righteous, man. You understand? Studying, just relaxing. You understand? Not doing no servile work. Priests go out and go teach and do the work of the Lord. You understand? Keep it holy. Keep going.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Sloppy.
All right.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath.
That's the Saturday. That's the Sabbath
of the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Yeah, it's saying everybody just chill out. That's all the Sabbath is. Everybody just chill out, fall back, relax. Come to the Sabbath service. Study. Just relax, fall back. Nobody is to do no work because we're not an evil people like our oppressor is. All right, making you work 7 days a week. You understand? Making you bust your behind for 12 days straight. All these hours and stuff like that. We're merciful people. It's in our blood. That's why Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans forgive our oppressor all the time. And they argue with us. Oh, you shouldn't be saying that, man. That was in the past. We forgive our oppressor, but we won't forgive one another, and that's the issue and the problem. All right, back to it. The Sabbath day, you just fall back. No servile work. You're not supposed to be working, and this is giving you the more broader view. All right, of the laws. Okay, this is just telling you. You understand? Don't do no work. Keep going.
For in the 6th day the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, in rested.
Okay.
The 7th day, wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Right. Is that it on that chapter?
Wow, so there's still more.
All right. Yes.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Yeah, honor my fault. Honor your mother and your father, man. Do what they tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing wicked, of course. But you honor your mother and your father, man. Talk to them with respect. You know what I'm saying? Don't forgive them for the things that happened in the past. A lot of us, we hold on to that anger. Just forgive them. Know that they destroyed, and make sure that you rise above all that. You make sure that you rise above all that. You make sure that you don't be that person and you try to get them in the truth. And if they don't want to get put in the truth, don't shun them away. You don't have to force it down their throat. But what you do is you just lead by example. You might find yourself in little conversations. Hey, what I learned? It's all about just loving your mother and your father, man. And respecting them. Even if you have, let's say you have an Edomite mother, or you might have a mother from another nation, you are still supposed to love them. You're not supposed to tell them you're a heathen and get angry with them. That's not what you're supposed to do. Because they brought you into this world. Yes, your father dealt with a heathen, all right? And you see how I'm explaining it. Because your father, not because your mother, because if your mother dealt with a heathen, you're not an Israelite. And this conversation wouldn't be, for a person that is of another nation. This is only for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. So if your father dealt with that woman, okay, she still took care of you, even if she did you wrong and she was of another nation. You still would have respect for her, but understand that her people, you understand, is still enemies to us. So it could have been like that. You know what I'm saying? You could have had a white mom, and the white mom might have hated you. That's probably because, you know, deep down inside she hate black people, and you understand, but you just let it go. And more importantly, man, still give them respect, but know that your parents is in this school. You know what I'm saying? A brother or sister that is of age, man, that's your mother and your father. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like that. All right, so honor your mother and your father. Don't go out there telling your mom you stupid. You don't want to believe in the truth, and you still smoking that weed. Oh, look at you, you just a sinner. Doesn't it? No, you don't do that. You understand? You have respect for them. You understand, because they brought you here. All right, let's keep going.
Come. Sloppy. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Right.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Hold on now. It says thou shalt not kill. Now, to show you that this is not in the context of, the truth, it was a little miscommunication, right? On the translation, a little mistranslation. It really said, "Thou shalt not murder." Okay, because you have to kill. All right, to eat. To eat the lamb, you have to kill. For us to regain certain, to have power and structure in the Old Testament, we had to kill. Somebody come through your door trying to harm you. Why would the Lord tell you to turn the other cheek? You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna beat the hell out of them or kill them. You're gonna have to kill them, man. The Lord is not the Lord of confusion and setting you up for failure. You understand? Don't murder. And when it says thou shalt not commit adultery, don't go sleep with another man's wife. You understand? Don't have sex with another man if you married. And also, man, do not, thou shalt not commit adultery. You can commit adultery for being a Christian or a Muslim or taking on a different spirituality. You understand that it's not of your spirituality. You understand that can also be adultery too, and that's why I said what we're reading right now is way more. It's a lot, yeah. You can pause that, but we show. These laws that we're breaking down right now is governing all the laws. You understand? It's governing all the laws and stuff like that because it goes more in depth. All right, let's keep going.
Come. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal.
Don't be a thief, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
You shouldn't be lying, saying that, yeah, man, I saw Keisha having sex with another man. You know what I mean? And you don't even know that might have been her cousin that came, or her little brother that you might have never seen. You just sitting there like, yeah, man, I saw her. You out there spreading rumors. You know what I mean? Oh, yo, man, such and such having sex with with some other dude. I seen some dude going to our crib. You know what I mean? When her man wasn't home, not knowing that was her little brother. You know what I'm saying? That might have just came back from the military. You know what I'm saying? Or you, in most cases in Israel, they might say, yeah, man, this person, like they try to say about Christ. Christ worship false gods. They was bearing false witness. 'Cause they know that they, first off, they know what Christ do. You understand what I'm saying? And let's say if it wasn't Christ, right? And for instance, like I said, someone they trying to say that somebody committed adultery, but they have no proof. But they're bringing them before the priest and like, oh, this person was having sex with this guy. He came in the house. Well, how do you know? Why are you bearing false witness? You dig what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Okay. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor house.
Covet,
Slacky. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Yeah, don't be a hater, man. And don't be a grimy. Don't be a snake. Don't be a slime. Understand? Don't be a hater, man. They got a nice house and everything just look great for them, and you know what I mean. They just on point. You know what I mean. And his wife, you understand, might be a beautiful sister. You don't do that, man. Let that man have his. Let that man have all that, man. You have yours. It's not good to be sitting back coveting like, dang, man, look at his wife. Dang. You know what I mean? You sitting up there lusting after his wife. Or you out there, man, he got that car. I'm about to pull up in something better than that. Man, he ain't all that, man. He think he's big shot. Hey, you ain't supposed to be doing that because you hating your brother. About to commit adultery. You committed adultery in your mind just thinking about having sex with her. You know what I mean? You checking her out. You lusting after that sister, man. Lord said that don't do that. Go ahead. Next verse.
Come. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Yeah, so just let him have his. Don't be all jealous and all that. Don't be a weirdo. You know what I mean? Don't be unbrotherly. You just let them have what they have and keep it moving, man. You know what I mean? Get you young. You know what I mean? And do it in the spirit of brotherhood. I don't be up there trying to outshine your brother and all that, man. Don't do all that. All you do is let him have his. Love that brother. Love his sister. You know what I mean? Love them brothers and sisters, man, in his house. And you keep it moving. Mind your business. Go ahead.
Okay. And all the people saw the thundering and the lightning.
We can stop it right there. You understand? That goes to show you, man, that the Bible is wise and righteous. It was never taught the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because if we follow that protocols, we follow those laws, man, we'd be straight, man. We follow those commandments. Man, we'll be straight. You know what I mean? We'll be straight. We would be very more prosperous. We love one another. And it's just like that, man. Keep tuning into these classes, man. It's the ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. All right. I've been teaching the truth since 1969. Commander Jillian Hanna. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans the truth of this Bible. You understand? Send your donations, man. ISUPK.com. You understand? We are everywhere. All right. Anywhere you at, we at. You understand? If we ain't there, let's build up that zone, man. And I thank y'all for tuning in, man. Shalom.